Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Denise, I am Deer Designs. This is my YouTube channel just to remind me of what I've made in the past, if I ever look back at the videos, or just for people to see what I do really. That's about it. Welcome back if you already watch my videos, and a hello to all my new subscribers. I have had quite a jump in the last couple of weeks, so thank you for subscribing. I hope you stick with me and that I don't bore you. I've got a few things that are finished today. Well, I say a few, I've got 1.5, if that makes sense. I'll show you the half because the other one actually relates to other things. So let's just get started. I have finished a sock. Yeah, they fit. This is made out of the King Cole Zigzag, and this is the Strata colourway. I've shown you this many times before. This is just my needle. My sock recipe, as they call it, is a 64 stitch on a 2.5mm cable needle. I started off, I can't remember how many I started off with. I have got it on my Ravelry. I have got a project page for this. But I've got a, if you can hear the birds, I apologise. I've got a 9.25 inch length foot. So that's including the heel. The heel, I used a wrap and turn heel. I do really want to do a fish lips kiss heel, but I just want to get used to doing the recipe that I know for now. I haven't got a sock blocker, I apologise, so I can't really show you that well. I'll try, and I haven't blocked these obviously. I wasn't going to bother blocking them, they're going to go on my feet anyway. I'm really pleased I used the magic loop method, and I'm really pleased I haven't got the line. Obviously I've got the line there, but you can't see that the stitches are loose or anything, so I'm really pleased that that's happened. As I said before, I'm really pleased with how the heel, the colour of the heel worked out. I know the second one won't be like that because this is the colour that I started with on the toe, so I know that it won't match, but I don't mind that. It doesn't bother me. So yeah, that is my half finished object. I haven't cast the other one on yet, and the reason why I haven't cast the other one on yet is because I got to this purple stripe and I did the green stripe and I did a little bit of the yellow stripe, and I looked back down and I was like, oh my god, I've got a hole. It wasn't actually a hole. I'd split the yarn and just picked up the tiniest little thread ever. And you know, you think, bearing in mind these are socks, that will probably break. So instead of taking the needles out and ripping back, I don't know if any of you know the afterthought heel, where you pick up your stitches, like you just knit a tube like that, you select a row for your heel to go into, you pick up the stitches, one above and one below, or the whole row, but one row above, one row below, and I did it like that. Excuse me, my throat is a bit croaky today. I did it like that, one row below the split yarn stitch, and it worked. And I thought, well, if anything, I can just pick up the stitches if it don't work or whatever. I could pick up stitches. I've done it before because I've had to rip back and whatever. But I thought, because these are socks, it's thinner yarn, smaller needles, I just thought, but I did it and it worked. And I was like, wow, that was really easy. So if any of you knit socks and you're dreading doing or even thinking about the afterthought heel, try it. It's really good. Or even if you put in a waste yarn for them 2 rows, just do it because it just works so well. Obviously I haven't done an afterthought heel I probably could because it's very similar to slip stitch heel, I suppose, or it looked very similar, but I did a 6-inch leg. I don't really like long socks. I find if my feet get too hot, I get really hot, so I don't normally wear long socks. In the summer, I try not to wear socks for as long as possible, unless they're like trainer socks or something, but I just thought I'd want to knit a couple of pairs and see how they go. So that's them. Then my finished object is, it needs blocking, but I want to block all these things at once just to make it a little bit easier. I've got big enough blocking boards. This is the baby blanket. It's a car seat blanket with the 2 holes. Hello. So my sister did see this last week on Friday, but I showed you last Friday and I didn't make any progress on it when she came, so she saw it probably about that big. Then I did the holes, and then you just do it's really curly, a stocking stitch part here. You can leave that plain, you can do your own design on it, you can do anything. I've been asked in the past to put a name on it, not that I have, because I didn't actually get the order in the end, but yeah, but you just got to remember you're working upside down, so obviously you're working from down here to up, so, and that's when you flip it over, you got the stocking stitch side. So yeah, this was done in chunky, in Stylecraft Chunky in the silver colourway. I had 3 balls of this, and this took 1 3/4 balls. So this is my finished object. Then let me just put that on there. Ooh. Excuse the rustling. Then I thought I would start something else, which I've done many times before. As I've said before, I did knit for a hell of a lot longer than crochet. I started knitting when I was about 19, and I haven't really crocheted garments, or it was mainly toys and things like that, just because they were easier. But I knitted for so many years, and I knitted so many things. So let me just show you. Let me take it out. These are mostly photocopied because I've had these for so many years. I don't know how well you're going to see the picture, but this is a teddy in Vanguard Chunky. I don't know what that is. I don't know whether it's a teddy yarn, I'm not sure. I've just always used any standard chunky, and it's always worked up. This is the pattern. You've got one here, it's called a jacket, with the pattern on all of the jacket. You've got one here with 3 stripes, and then plain, and this one is just plain. I am going to be making this one without the pattern on it. The pattern is quite easy, but I'm just doing a plain cardigan. I do like a round neck for a baby, just because I think it keeps them a little bit warmer. For a boy, you could probably do a v-neck because they wear a little shirt underneath or something, but that is the one I'm doing without the pattern on it. Let me just put this back in here. When I'm working on patterns, I do like to keep them just in a sleeve, so all the pages can stay together, and then when I've changed the page, I just flip it over. But anyway, this is it so far. This is the size 18-inch. Excuse me, I don't know what's wrong with my throat today. This is it, nice and chunky. And I found out on Friday that my sister's pram that she's planning on buying is actually grey and white. So I looked at it and I was like, well, I've just done you a baby blanket in grey, so that's a good. And I thought with the leftover yarn or the chunky that I have with the blanket, I was going to make this anyway. So I'm making this. This is the back, that's all I've done so far, but I'm not going to have enough grey to do the whole thing. So then I went into my stash, and I don't know what chunky this is. I think this is possibly a new fashion chunky. I don't know whether they do chunky. All I know is I got it from the shop that is down at my local market, where I normally buy most of my wool, but their wool selection is halved and there's hardly anything in there anymore. It is a shop that sells like saris and things like that, and when it was Eid they had hell of a lot of dresses and clothes for that, so I don't know whether it was just for that, or whether they're like that they've just halved the shop to have clothes in it. I don't know, I haven't been in there since because I haven't really needed anything, and plus the man that is down the market, he sells all the Stylecraft and Robin, so I've just been going there and getting my yarn. So anyway, this is just a white chunky. I don't know what brand it is. It might be Robin. No, it's not a Robin. I can't remember. But anyway, I'm going to do the sleeves striped in white and grey. I'm thinking of doing 2 rows grey, 2 rows grey, 2 rows white, or one of each, or I don't know yet. I'll figure that out when I get to the sleeves. I normally just go ahead and do it when I've done it. I don't normally think about that sort of thing, but yeah, so I've got 2 of these. I was thinking of doing all the sleeves white with the grey cuff, but then I think it might be too much. I need to put a bit more grey in the sleeves, I think. So that's that. Ooh. Let me just put this back. So yeah, that's that. And the other thing that I have brought is some yarn. I have went to the market yesterday because yesterday was Thursday. The man is only at the market on a Thursday. He does do other markets, but the other market he does is in Bishop Stortford, so it's a little bit far for me. So he said just come see him on a Thursday. He will always be there on a Thursday. I've said Thursday a lot. Anyway, I got a white and a grey. This is just double knit, and I've got the grey to match the chunky and just a white. So I am going to make a little set. So I've got the blanket, I've got the cardigan, I've also going to make a, well, this will be testament whether my sister actually watches my YouTube, because I'm going to say what I'm going to make and I'm going to see if she mentions it. I'm going to make a ripple blanket in white, grey and lemon. If I start it before she knows what she's having. If I start it after she knows what she's having, which will be the 24th of September, I will put the corresponding colour in the blanket. But because I thought that the pram is grey and white, obviously she's got the car seat blanket. She's buying like a travel unit where you've got the car seat, the lay down bit and the stroller bit. So then I thought, when she's using the laying down bit, you're not going to be using a car seat blanket, you'll be using a proper blanket. So I was going to do it like a baby ripple blanket so she could use that. I have got lemon, and I think lemon might go a little bit better with the grey and white pram. I don't know, but I got 2 balls of each colour, and plus there is another pattern that I want to do that is striped. It's like a little, not a baby grow, it's a little bit like a baby grow, but it's shorts with button up under where the nappy is, and like little straps that go across. It's more of like a little summer outfit, and the baby's due in February, so I'll make it for like 6 months or something. So it's striped. I will show you when I start making it. Excuse the rustling. That's everything that I've been up to. I haven't done anything else. This week has been a mad week. That's all the knitting. I haven't got any crochet. That's all the knitting that I've got so far, so just give you a little update on this week really. My throat, let me just have a drink, sorry. On Friday, when I did my last video, we was having a party on the Saturday. My mum came round, she wanted her hair doing. So my mum and sister come round, but then after I did that, I had to go to Ian's parents because we were setting up for the party. We was putting gazebos up and so on. And then Ian's friend was DJing, so we went and picked up the DJ stuff, or most of it. Got it in the back of my car. Took that back to Ian's mum's. No, we didn't. We came back home. Yes, we came back home. We live in a gated car park, so it was fine. I really don't know what's wrong today. Anyway, so that, and then Saturday we was up early. We had to go and finish setting up because another gazebo was dropped off at Ian's parents' house. Done all that, then set up for the party. We were setting up for hours, it just felt like ages. Putting up, we had 4 gazebos. We had to go and buy another small one. So we did that. It absolutely pelted down as we was putting these gazebos up. And it was lucky enough the grass didn't actually get too wet. So it was like a big marquee in the garden. Had sides on it and everything, so the rain didn't come in. It did rain that evening as well, but no one got wet because there was loads of gazebos up. Gazebo, if you don't know what one is like a tent thing. It's like a marquee type thing with sides. Then on Sunday morning, which would have been still Saturday night for me, the party didn't finish till 12. It might have even been a bit later than that, but we was all sat there talking. I had to go and take my parents to the airport at 4 o'clock in the morning. I left the house. I took Ian home, then I took his friends home. It was on the way to my mum's anyway, so I just said to my mum, I'm going to come straight from the party, just take you to the airport. I'm not going to go to sleep, it'll be easier. Did that. Left my mum's at 3:30. I didn't get back in till, must have been about 5 o'clock. Didn't actually get to sleep till about 6 o'clock because I was just laying there. I was absolutely shattered, but I just couldn't get to sleep. Come 9:30 I was awake, thinking, oh my god, how can I be awake? But it's like that. My body clock is just right, it's that time, get up. At the weekend it's like, get up. And I normally can't go back to sleep once I'm awake, so that was that. Sunday we had to go back to his mum and dad's and put all the tents down. Everything was cleared up Saturday evening, like the food, all the washing up was done. Everything was done apart from just taking the gazebos down and packing them away. So it wasn't too bad, it was fine, but I was shattered. We went out for something to eat at the Hungry Horse, which is like a local restaurant. It's like a pub restaurant type thing. We went there, had something to eat, and then we had to wait for Ian's friend just to come and pick up the rest of the DJ stuff. And I was just so tired. I was laying there, and we was at his mum's, and I was laying there and I wanted to go to sleep. And they was like, come on, we're going for dinner now. I was like, oh my god. We got to the restaurant and it was packed. We got the last table in the corner of the restaurant, which was a squeeze, but we did it. Half hour later, the restaurant emptied out. But it was okay. It was nice. The food was nice. Yes, I got back to Ian's mum's, waited for his friend to come pick up the DJ stuff, and then come home. And I can't remember what time we got home, but 9:30 I was in bed, and I think I actually fell asleep. I don't normally go to sleep till about 11:30, 12 o'clock. But I think everything just caught up with me. But then again, on Monday, I was up early. And this whole week has just been a constant... I've been trying to catch up on myself. I know it sounds really weird. On Monday... what happened Monday? Oh, I can't remember now. But... Tuesday, Ian's sister was rushed into hospital as well, so we was up the hospital till 12:30 one night. She's fine. She's come back off of holiday with a parasite. They thought it was a virus. It's not. It's a parasite, and her husband's got it as well. So they're both down in the dumps at the moment, but they're both fine. They're recovering. Anyway, then I had a funeral on Wednesday, so that was very tiring and draining emotionally. It was my mum's uncle. I called him my Uncle Brian, and that was very, very emotional. It was hard, but got home from that and I was still really, really tired. Thursday, or yesterday, I just sort of relaxed. Ian's sister wanted me to take her shopping because she can't drive. She keeps feeling faint and everything like that, so we took her shopping, and it was my nephew's birthday yesterday, so we went and saw him, and then didn't get home till late again. So it's just been like my body's been trying to catch up with itself and trying to relax. So today I've got nothing planned other than washing. Boring. I'm hoping that it will stay dry till later on this afternoon. Just because I want to get it dry. I can't be bothered with it hanging around the house. And I'm not hopefully going to be doing much. Even if we go out later, I'm going to say I don't really want to be out that late because I'm just so tired. I know it's the weekend, but who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. I went to the dentist on Tuesday. That's what happened on Tuesday. And I thought I'd have a fill-in because I've got a hole in my tooth. I can't remember if I've told this before. I've got a hole in my tooth, and that tooth has got a fill-in already. Went to the dentist thinking I was going to have a fill-in done. Oh no, you're just here for a checkup. Okay, so they did an x-ray and everything. I've got to have 2 fill-ins. So I've got to have one up the top on this side and one down on this side. Great. Thanks for that. So yeah, you think you have to go for one thing and you end up with 2. But it's the day before Ian's birthday, and he went, that's the day before my birthday. I was like, yeah, but it's only a fill-in, it will be fine. Once it's done, it's done. They don't hurt. It's your face is a bit numb for a couple of hours, because I've had fill-ins before. I've had a tooth out and whatever, so I'm glad I'm having a fill-in instead of a tooth out, because a tooth out, well, I was in agony for a good few days when I had that out, and I did end up with an abscess and my face was out here, literally. It was so bad, but yeah, I've just got a hole, and I've said that it's not giving me so much pain that I can't bear it. It's just really sensitive. So fingers crossed on the 28th that will be done. So yeah, I'm going to stop rambling now because I really haven't got much else to say. Just that I'm super tired, so I'm going to sit there and relax and do a little bit of knitting. I might watch a bit of YouTube as well, catch up with that. That's the door. That's my cue to say goodbye. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.